guys, welcome back to Book of Nerd. My name is Joe Young, and today we're talking about my favorite storyline, Justice. Let's get started. I'm excited to talk about one of my favorite storylines, and that is Justice. So it is a 3 graphics long. Here is Volume 1, Volume 2, and Volume 3. The story is by Jim Krueger and Alex Ross. The script was written by Jim Krueger. The art was done by Doug Braithwaite and Alex Ross. Justice is one of my favorite storylines. I've reread this multiple times. I love the story that is paired up with just this spectacular art. Justice brings our heroes back to their roots. Wonder Woman's still made from clay, and Dick Grayson is still Robin. The story is pretty much good versus evil on an epic scale. Villains are trying to save the world in their own twisted way, and taking out the Justice League to do it. The heroes will have to put everything on the line that they love if they want to save humanity. This is an epic story told beautifully in detailed art. So basically, Justice begins with a dream of destruction. The Justice League is doing everything they can to save their cities, but to no avail. The Earth and everyone on it dies. The villains of Earth have been plagued by these horrible dreams for days on end. They start to perform good deeds for the innocents. The villains then decide to team up under the command of Lex Luthor, Gorilla God, and Brainiac to save humanity. But to do this, they have to take out the very people sworn to protect it, the Justice League. Things really heat up in the story when Aquaman is captured and is forced to endure Brainiac's experiments. Brainiac is searching for what makes Aquaman so different from everyone else. One of the most memorable and just epic crazy moments in this series for me is with Wonder Woman. She has something awful happen to her because of cheating, and I won't spoil it for what happened. But if you read it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And then in Volume 3, when she takes off her helmet, oh my gosh. It is just an oh wow moment on so many levels. But there are so many crazy moments, and these heroes have to suffer through so much that these villains do to them. And pretty much everyone that they love is at risk, and they have to decide if they're going to risk their loved ones to save humanity or not. And it's really interesting how it humanizes our heroes, and then it tries to paint the villains in a heroic light. The story is really, really incredible. It is a favorite of mine when I first read it, and it continues to be a favorite of mine. No matter how many times I reread it, it's always a favorite. The writer really plays with the concept of villains as heroes, or at least in their own minds. In the foreword, Jim Krueger wrote, he says that a villain in his mind is a hero, and that was pure evil resides. And he definitely uses this concept in several different exciting ways as the story delves deeper into the villain's psyche. Especially Brainiac's plot is just insanely brilliant. Brainiac even compares himself to Superman, and that's how he sees himself in his own mind, which is crazy. The art, of course, is done by Alex Ross, and Doug Braithwaite is just gorgeous. And the backgrounds are amazing. They have these realistic looking heroes, and they don't shy away from gruesome. All the gruesome villains and monsters are just, every detail of it is just awesome. And they don't shy away from putting details in anything. The background, the characters, it is all there. And the art just adds to the dramatic scenes and the heart-wrenching moments in this storyline. Overall, I love this story. It has been a favorite of mine for a long time. So of course I'm rating it 5 stars. The story really dives in the psyche of the villain. It humanizes our heroes as they struggle to fight a united and powered up villains. In this, we see all our favorite class of bad guys and gals. We see Brainiac, Gorilla God, Lex Luthor, Poison Ivy, Scarecrow, Black Manta, we see Metallo, tons, and then we also get our Santana and Black Canary, of course Batman, Wonder Woman, Superman, Red Tornado, I love him. So yeah, we get to see all these cool characters combined together for this epic storyline. Alex Ross said when he mentioned his foreword that his inspiration for Justice was from an old cartoon called The Challenge of Super Friends, which had been pitted against the Legion of Doom. This is definitely evident as you read about the villains teaming up to create this overpowered team. And then you also see it in the friendships, because it's the Super Friends, how they all work together to defeat the bad guys. They have these really strong friendships, and you see that in Justice. You see all their friends, the strong bonds they have together, and you also see that they have their responsibilities really way heavy on them. You see, like Aquaman had mentioned that he'd rather just be, a father and instead of being this hero, but he has this responsibility because of his power, so he has to. And that's something he can just not do. The reader really gets to know each hero's strength and weakness and and what the personal sacrifice they're willing to make to save humanity. And one of the things I really enjoyed in Volume 3 was how the heroes relied on each other to do their part. Each had a specific part to play, so their plan will work. And they each had to just be content with this is all I can do. I have to rely on Superman or Wonder Man or Green Arrow to do this, or else it's just not going to work. But I can't do it. It was really a great way to show teamwork, and in Volume 1 and 2 they really build up for the action-packed conclusion for Volume 3. And I was sad when it's over. I wish it could have been longer, but that's because I just enjoyed this story so much, and I wasn't ready for it to end. So that's my what I think my review of Justice. Have you guys read it? If you have, in the comments below, or are you wanting to read it? Is this one of your favorites? And I'll be happy to chat with you in the comments. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye!